made your worst fears a reality. Could have given you a lineup.
Damn.
James walks out, and man's aura is really.
And he said Hulk don't even be smashing shit for real.
Oh, there it is.
Needed to hear.
Hit the
Grabbing
smash
Ultron's
button.
head, running. Pour one out for you, Tin Man. Got my bottle of oil right here. Ultron misses and then blasts.
You rude for that.
Throwing his helmet to his feet. This is so disrespectful. Bro, this y'all goat?
Damn it, Stark. Where was all this fight when I was stabbing Hawkeye with an HDMI cord?
What is good, y'all? Blank Boy done dropped a new video titled When the Avengers Died and the next Avengers got back on Ultron. And look, I got a little bit of history with this movie. You see that pirate flag, bro? You remember Shank said that kids couldn't be in pirate crews? Cap, bro. All I'm gonna say, my uncle was part of Gold Roger's crew, and that's how I saw this movie. Do with that what you will. But yeah, I wish that the MCU, like I hope that they kind of explore this idea of some of the children of our heroes of the Avengers come up, take up the mantle, and go crazy with it. But if y'all enjoy this, go to Blank Boy, bro. Hit him with the goodness, because this man, he be dropping bangers consistently. He said he possibly was gonna drop 3 this month. Yeah, y'all want to be locked in for that. So like, comment, subscribe, share. Lock it in by hitting the bell. That is the goodness. Hit them with it. And if y'all enjoy my reaction, please do the same for your boy. Let's get to it.
So before these Avengers, I had the Ultimate Avengers.
I ain't gonna lie, I had them too.
Know about this? This was
just a little bit though.
And it starts off with Unc with the Avengers kids at bedtime, and what they did to little bro right here should be child abuse.
Yeah. Why? Watch T'Challa let that pass, bro. That hairline is atrocious.
Him down in the chair and ask for the heart monitor. They're
pretty much
their favorite bedtime story, and so Unc starts telling them a story about the Avengers and all their glorious adventures. On the roster, they had Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Black Widow, Giant Man, Pixie, who, yes, they're the equivalents of Ant-Man and Wasp, just different names.
I never understood why not.
Hawkeye on a 10-day contract. And as you can see, Hulk got Jason Tatum. They put his ass on the bench because in the last
why you always violating Hawkeye, bro? 10-day contract, Hawkeye?
Movies, they had to jump him because he didn't know how to act. They defeated Kang the Conqueror, Evil Giant Shipman, Baron Zemo, and eventually all settled down. Cap and Nat having James, Giant Man and Janet having Pym, T'Challa and Storm having Azari, and Thor went back to Asgard, leaving him.
When I saw him, I thought, isn't his name Azari? Yes, sir. Okay. I remember a little bit.
Thor really out here engaging in child abandonment. Nigga been in New York for too long. Nah, word. On Oda's son, I'm not jacking my daughter. But eventually Ultron shows up, killing Captain America, got the king dangling in the air to his death. And he doesn't stop
Ain't
there.
No way.
Black Widow's out here, and he hits that bitch with the Stephen A. Smith face, making her, Iron Man, Giant Man, and Wasp all spectate the Elvis, Prince, and Michael Jackson dance-off.
Turning them kids into orphans.
Murks everyone and completely takes over the world. And looking at it now, reading them bedtime stories about how their parents got murked is type insane. And then, Master Wayne, your dad tried.
But wait, isn't their caretaker Vision? I might be.
But once he whipped out the blicky, he turned into a respectful young man. Bro, I was there. But luckily, the Avengers managed to ship off their kids to a remote destination so they can continue to live. And this is where we get to a 12-year time skip, and the kids are trying to wake James up. Azari's zapping him and ends up eating straight mud for it. And you can't blame James. Nobody want to be woken up mid-sleep, especially not like that.
You getting tased to wake up?
To be honest, he could have made your worst fears a reality. Could have given you a lineup.
James
walks out, and man's aura is really unmatched. No way you did that to the Prince of Wakanda. Bro, Wakanda is toast now. That nigga Ultron turned it into Haiti. Let it go. And for whatever reason...
Damn, Haiti just called him mean straight. Man, they've been already fighting for their lives with this BS in politics, bro. Hey, stall him out, Blank Boy.
And James just started letting it fly. And hey, I know your ass not breathing. Asgard perfectly fine, and Thor got your ass living in a fucking apocalypse.
Yeah.
And Thorin's heard enough, jumping down, and they clash with one another. But it doesn't last long, because Unc interrupts to stop it and sends them to their room. They in there complaining about Unc, and Vision pops up.
No, okay.
But they ready to go.
Unc isn't Vision, but Vision is there. Okay,
thing is, they didn't even get the chance because bro just collapses to the ground, and that's when Unc comes into the room and takes him to the lab. Whereas you can see, Ultron did him greasy, turned Vision's mainframe into that of a Game Boy. The kids of course follow Unk into the lab secretly, and they're snooping around until they find Unk's armored Avengers he built to fight Ultron.
Yep.
Oh yes, let's use robots to fight the AI that controls electronics. When Thanos arrives, he probably plans to throw fucking
like when you say it like that, you gotta think. And when all the Avengers was dying, maybe Tony got hit just a little too hard on the head. Just some common sense got knocked out of him.
Infinity Stones at his head. James, that's not your dad. Shut up, bitch. Daddy, do you remember me?
Grown ass man talking about daddy.
Shit.
Yeah.
The fuck? Man, goddamn.
Man,
He is. I mean, he's 15, so he's. I stopped calling my dad daddy before 15. Yes, but I mean, he ain't a grown ass man.
it wasn't supposed to end this way. You should have seen the woman before your mom. She was special. Peggy Carter. Let me get some of your fruit snacks, little nigga. I'm stressed.
James and Torrin must have accidentally pressed something because they turned on all the armored Avengers, and now they're already programmed, tasked with defeating Ultron. They start heading out there.
That's a crazy thing to program off rip.
James with that Billie Jean, but the kid is not my son.
I mean,
And
he
they
right.
about to go find Ultron, but the thing is, Ultron been watching this whole time the second the robots went live. Look at him standing there, menacingly. This is the Ultron I knew. Bro was so spooky. So when I saw this nigga pop up in the MCU cracking dad jokes, I was like,
Yeah.
Why was the robot tired when he got out the car?
Why?
It had a hard drive.
Oh, bro.
Bitch, hit the fucking door and don't let it hit you when you get out, bro. As a matter of fact, let it hit you, bro. 10-ton door. Smash this.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Awful,
so
bro.
Ultron used
Trash.
his abilities to take over the world. But that does not have to be the case for us. I'd like to thank today's sponsor, NordVPN. I
Okay.
know a lot of you guys love movies and TV shows just like me. So I can personally speak to how great NordVPN is because look at this. I can watch Spider-Man on Netflix right now. My favorite cartoon of all time is SpongeBob. Been binging it on Netflix. And there's so much more. We got any The Office fans in here? But how are they in one place? You're supposed to need 37 different subscriptions to watch these. And it's because
Can we talk about that, bro? I can't believe what subscription services become. Like I have Netflix, and that's it. Now. Disney, nope, not doing it. Hulu, nope, not doing it. Peak, not doing it, bro. It's too much, too many apps out here, bro. And then they get mad at you when you want to join Luffy's crew. Why?
VPN
1,
allows
2,
you to
3.
change your servers. Literally all I had to do was switch from USA to London servers, and now I'm able to access content that otherwise I wouldn't be able to, and it's really that simple. Right now, if you use my link in the description, you'll get a crazy discount of a 2-year plan plus an additional 4 months. Just go to
16 months?
NordVPN/blankboy to help support the channel. There's also the mind-boggling fact that depending on where you live, membership and subscription fees vary. I remember my mind was blown when I figured this out. Something like Microsoft 365 is essential, and if you change your servers from USA to, let's say, Colombia, you'll see how the price drops significantly. And that's not all NordVPN does. Like I mentioned earlier, there's Ultron data breaches happening constantly worldwide. NordVPN protects you from malicious sites, downloads, trackers, and intrusive ads, covers your IP, keeping your browsing to yourself. No one can track what you're doing online. And
hey, look, I'm gonna add to that because just so y'all know, not all VPNs do that stuff. Where like they'll let you, be able to pretty much be anywhere in the world. While you anywhere in the world, you're at your most vulnerable, bro. I was learning about that recently.
it has ultra fast connection. There's no sacrificing speed for protection. You get the best of both worlds. So just head over to NordVPN/blankboy and get your risk-free experience. 30-day money-back guarantee. Link in the description. There's literally no better deal on the internet. Thanks again to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. But Ultron found them and he's on his way right now. And I'm not talking about black people I'm on my way and having
Nah, he ain't on CP time.
Boy dipped immediately because the armored Avengers go out and they see him flying up in the sky. Giant Man thinking he's like that, flying up, and Ultron comes down, beaming him through the head instantly.
Max
Ultron
immediately.
Boosting on the Avengers at this point, windmilling after the game is over and shit. He then comes up behind Microsoft Black Widow and starts hacking her, which was
How he get behind you? like, you're based on Black Widow. You should have at least a good, like, situational awareness to at least not be the first one. All of y'all. Do y'all not have 360 cameras? What?
Wasn't predictable at all.
Come on, Tony.
Whoa, 2K dropped another shitty game. Unc tells them to get out of here, so they do with Vision's head.
I hate to pause again. Is 2K25 bad? Just let me know. Because, like, I don't play 2K, but for years I've been hearing people complain that each game is bad. One might be a little better, but it's still bad overall. Let me know something.
And Vision's not used to the Avengers acting scary like this.
I'm so sorry. I forgot there's some bitch niggas in here.
The sky turns out to just be a dome, and luckily Torn just manages to fly them out the way of the debris. They're knocked out for a bit, but when they wake up, there's a bunch of white stuff falling. These motherfuckers been camping in a tiny globe in Demi Lovato's room this whole time. And the entire place goes to black, sounding alarms.
Okay.
Different than the Krusty Krab.
Broke nigga alert. Broke nigga alert.
Is it talking about me?
Broke nigga
I
alert.
think so, my nigga.
Broke nigga.
And this is where Ultron makes his entrance, descending down onto them like a metal Grim Reaper. Shit was so spooky, got me clutching my PS5.
I went the opposite way.
Stay away.
I said Metal Jesus.
And Ultron already knows that these preteens are easy pickings for him.
Hate to break it to y'all, but looking at these power levels, all y'all niggas adopted. This can't be the Avengers kids.
But it's time for Ultron to pick on somebody his own size. Niggas be 40 with 15-year-old ops. Cause out of nowhere, as Ultron goes to kill them, Iron Man grabs him by the head.
Hold on. Let's
Ultron to pick on somebody his own size. Niggas be 40.
Wait. Think about it like this though. One of them is 12.
Hey, kid. How old are you?
I'm 12.
With 15-year-old ops. Cause out of nowhere, as Ultron goes to kill them, Iron Man grabs him by the head and throws his ass into the forest. I'm Team Cap for life, but goddamn Iron Man entrances, they going crazy.
See, you gotta join the club, bro.
Seen a ghost, and that's because they're seeing a ghost. How is Iron Man alive? It turns out Unc was Tony Stark this whole time. I wonder how they never put 2 and 2 together.
Right.
The niggas somehow knew stories about Hawkeye getting caught beating his shit in the weapons room. That should have raised some red flags.
You told that story to kids? Because if they know that story, then Tony must have told them. Whoa. That's looking a little drizzy. That's all I'm saying.
Iron Man tells them to skedaddle, flies up shooting lasers.
Can't be doing that, bro.
Ultron kick, gets blocked, and holds a left. Ultron dropped off the entire Avengers squad by himself.
You trying to solo?
Iron Man really running the ones with him right now? This man's got nerves of steel. Catching a piece from Ultron lasering him, and they trade misses as Tony dips into the forest. Tony knows he's washed. I can't blame him. This is Wizards MJ. Celtics
he buying
Jack,
time.
Brooklyn Nets KG. Rudy Gobert his entire career. So Iron Man's still just flying.
Damn. Hey, bro. Look, I'm just glad he didn't say my GOAT, bro. I'm glad he didn't say Westbrook, bro. Because, like, look, bro. We know OKC Westbrook. Did y'all also hear, bro? Derrick Rose is retiring, dog. I ain't gonna lie. In a perfect world, he got at least 2 titles. Seeing him retire now, bro, it just hurts my heart. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey.
Flying, and goddamn, bro, just look at the artwork. Look how clean this all looks. He boosts more and eventually lands, turning around, gearing up, and visually can see him lock in. This movie really came out in 08 and still looks better than like the Black Widow movie. That junk looked like it belonged on Nick Jr. with the Thundermans, bro. The kids get to the Quinjet.
The what? The what?
That junk looked like it belonged on Nick Jr. with.
Okay, see, this is how I know Black Boy is younger than me, because I never heard of this, bro. I never heard of this. I don't even... What?
The Thundermans, bro. The kids get to the Quinjet and they tell Vision they'll be right back. We going to help Tony.
That nigga's toast.
As he locks the doors and pilots the Quinjet out of there. He knows Tony just went on a mission that he's not coming back from to save them. So he's not going to make it in vain. And they finally get to see where they've been living this whole time. They've been in the Antarctic, but that's probably their first time seeing snow. That's ironic. That's like being best friends with The Rock and being confused as to what a shitty movie looks like. How's that possible? Ultron lands a left and then
That's facts, bro. I don't talk to people about it. I ain't gonna lie. Like, Fast and Furious, Rock is so much better than Post, bro. Like when he was in the Fast and Furious series, he's good. But after that, he seemed like his acting got worse and worse. Like, go back to Hobbs and then go back some more.
Right up.
He was a better actor in WWE.
Then starts hacking his armor. Gonna have Tony pulling an offset. Bro got caught cheating on Cardi B in the DMs and pretended to be hacked, talking about some balls in my face. But Tony manages to blast Ultron away, got him hitting the oh nah. Aisha Curry's in the kitchen.
I ain't gonna say nothing about Offset. If y'all saw, y'all saw.
We done with the 80s. Nobody rocking that shit no more.
Finally.
Blue 42, stupid ass. Iron Man dodges the blast, and they take turns missing and messing up the floors.
And they moving though.
And Ultron just punches it. But Tony's fight comes to an end, unfortunately. I'm gonna pour one out for you, Tin Man. Got my bottle of oil right here. Ultron misses and then blasts.
You rude for that.
Throwing his helmet to his feet. This is so disrespectful. Bro, this y'all GOAT?
Damn, Stark. Where was all this fight when I was stabbing Hawkeye with an HDMI cord?
And then the armored
I ain't gonna lie, that's a hard ass line.
Avengers pull up to Tony, but not to save him. They pulling up to put
They compromise.
This man, Tony, stay going to build a op. It's later revealed that Tony created Ultron and now fucked up and built him an army. Nigga, put the hammer down, please. Then Ultron starts live streaming it so the kids can see.
Avengers pack, thank you for the sub.
So the Avengers kids, led by Captain Sperm, escape to the city where Ultron, of course, controls.
That's so disrespectful, bro. Captain Sperm, that's almost as disrespectful as calling Bronny and Bryce less sperms. I don't know if y'all ever seen that, bro. White boy do not mess with them.
For me to point out that Torn's dumbass thinks she's invincible. She's mistaken and thinks her being an Asgardian god means she can't die. Ooh-wee. Wait till this bitch plays God of War. So she runs in there slashing one of the Ultron bots in half, and that made the
alerted everybody.
Everybody knows where they at now. So some R2-D2 ass nigga drops down and starts spraying at her, and then she manages to jump out the way of another. But his arm is extended out now, so she treats that shit like a piece of salami, cutting and throwing it back at bro. But Ultron got more homies than a shorty cheating on her boyfriend. Now all of a sudden every nigga in the county is her practical brother from elementary school.
Right.
A bunch more drop down and she runs over cutting one down and they start spraying the heck out of her. This reminds me of the scene from the Avengers. But
you know what's hilarious about women calling like dudes their brother? I have all sisters, right? So imagine how many dudes I done got pressed by or tried to get pressed by because my sister called me her brother. Like, yes, motherfucker, same mama or same dad. Shut the hell up. Fuck out my face. I beat your ass.
Difference.
Yes, I have whooped somebody's ass for my sister. At least 3 times.
Says Shorty is not the Hulk because she gets blasted and is looking at her hand like post-nut clarity. She can't believe she took damage.
Yeah.
Getting blasted a second time. And while
her ego was going crazy though.
Chicken, her brothers come to save the day. Pym starts blasting it.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga Wally, stop playing with me. I'm like that.
And starts blasting it again. But this printer trying to do the dash, so Azari and James manage to cut it off as Azari blasts it, and James uses his shield to protect them from the debris and fire. But unfortunately, Torn wasn't as lucky, because she gets back up from her nap, her forehead beaming from that blast, just to get stomped on like a cockroach. Shoe print all over.
Did not care if she lived or died.
Like Flat Stanley. That's so tough. The writers really wanted to give her the craziest wake-up call to the fact that she's not immortal.
Right.
Next, Pym is gonna be cocky, thinking he's the smallest thing on Earth, and get humbled seeing Polo G's fan base. Torrin wakes up to see her pops, and this man grabs her by the head and slams her into the ground. Shorty knew she was cooked, started begging to Thor for help, and he looking down on her from Asgard with that Kobe smirk. And the boys didn't get a chance to
say, no. You good. You got it. You got it. Asgardian pride. You my daughter, right? You got it. I ain't have it, but I know you got it.
help because they start getting shot at by the armored Avengers, but just randomly, literally out of nowhere, get saved. Azari gets dragged into the wall, followed by Pym next, and James as well. Leaving Torrin behind, and she's fried rice, still calling out to her father, but that nigga sending her to voicemail every time. So the armored
you got a better chance calling to the hammer.
But Thor gets boomed and randomly swoops in to save the day. And this is Francis Barton. Turns out Clint had a son and he's been alive this whole time as well, living in the slums and eating batteries. So going through Ultron City, the kids
Ain't nobody safe. Even bad.
Managed to stumble across Ultron's trophy room, and in it, they see Iron Man's armor in there too. Got the entire squad in tears.
Oh, he
James
just put
also
that in
looks at
there
his
too.
pops and how Ultron took my man Shiesty, and James accidentally pressed the button showing the entire rest of the trophy room. Ultron really killed every super being, bruh. How the fuck Magneto lose? But they eventually find Tony, turns out he's alive. Ultron pulls up on them with the armored Avengers. Barton bails them out again, and they all manage to escape to the Quinjet.
Soon after.
Hey twin, what you put on the ox? Finna put on some Kyle. Nigga, Kyle? What Kyle you know? I spy with my little eye. Okay.
Y'all know I low-key rocked with Super Duper Kyle, bro. Like, it was a different time, bro. It was a much happier time, bro. That drill energy hadn't taken over. But at the same time, like, right during that period, X came, like, was coming up. So it was like, for like a little bit of like I Spy. Like the first week or two it came out, I was on that. And then I started listening to X when it's like, if Ski started dropping, I was like, yeah, no, it's over, Kyle. I'm sorry. You had your chance and you lost it right after.
Barely had a cutie, I could turn into my wife. So they eventually make it out to a remote location, running into Betty and Bruce Banner. So you mean to tell me Hulk, Iron Man, and Thor all alive and haven't "we need to get the band back together" head ass to beat Ultron yet? But it doesn't matter now, because the armored Avengers are here, ready to put an end to all this. Giant Man punches the cliff and they all fall out, but Tony saves Azari and James, landing them safely ready to go. Same time they doing all that, the rest of the armored Avengers pull up, her turning her hands into 2 pistols. But that's no problem for the children. Thank God it's James' weak-ass parent and not Steve.
Nah. Tony. You done turned her into a whole android. And you did not give her any upgrades, bro. Because we all know the little arm guns, that's all she really... I mean, she is superhuman, as I learned in some previous videos. She's a superhuman. But you had the opportunity to make her very effective by turning her into an android. You could have just made her another version of you or something. But you gave her 2 Glocks, 2 Blickies, and said, go have fun. Black Panther probably still got vibranium mixed into him. Thor probably can still use lightning, all of that. And you gave her 2 Glocks.
But that's no problem for the children. Thank God it's James' weak-ass parent and not Steve. Because he easily blocks the bullets, but Azari gets tackled away by Mech Black Panther going rolling away. And all the parents must have decided we taking a page out of Firelord Ozai's book, boxing up our kids. Because Robot Thor goes into the sky to get his 1v1 fade with Torin. And if there's one thing Tony got right about these Avengers bots, it's Captain America's unwillingness to kill. They be fine for real, just a little hurt. Because he definitely didn't try to fucking decapitate James before getting blown up by Barton last minute. But then Black Widow attacks James and Barton gets boomed off the rock, shooting off his own arrow at his pops, blowing him up, and he thought he had done it. Started celebrating like he just won Game 7. Because Robot Hawkeye gets up looking like Finn the Human, but bro just makes another one with his right arm. And the smile faded so fast, I'm crying. And you know how...
But he more effective than his actual dad at that moment. The minute you break Barton's bow, his effectiveness goes down by a shit ton, don't it, y'all?
12 dudes will be chasing somebody talking about, oh, look at him, track star. Yeah, Hawkeye done turned Barton into a gymnast to dodge these bombs. So the cameraman pans away, and Unc Tony is useless right now. He's got no other suit. MCU Iron Man clears this nigga. He would have called in a spare one down from fucking Saturn. So Giant Man loads up a mean right punch in the mountain, making Tony fall out of it. Unc pushing 90, his fragile Derrick Rose bones won't be able to survive this fall, so James ducks his lame-ass mom and then...
You dropped this at the wrong time, bro. You could get some hate comments for that Derrick Rose one if the wrong person see this video.
Bounces off Cap's shield to catch Tony and surf him to safety. Giant
Man, that was clean!
Too many problems, so James tells Pym to get on that, and he does, flying in there and turning giant for the first time, kicking his ass into the side of the mountain, and it got the entire thing shaking. Got Bruce.
You're gonna need some orange slices after this.
I did not marry the unincredible Hulk. You won't be able to stay here and drink your cactus juice if Ultron wins, Bruce.
The cameraman then transfers his sights over to the Prince of Rubble after what Ultron did to them, Azari. And Azari, after missing his shots, whips out his belt on his own pops. That's insane work.
Dad, nothing, son. What did I tell you about talking to strangers? Now he's gonna kick my butt.
Hitting him, then kicks down a knee and throws him into the
There you
pile
go.
of rocks afterwards. That was a clean move. But then Black Panther literally turns into a panther, which was actually a power he had in this universe, with claws and everything, circling.
I'm sorry, what?
Azari slowly got my boy all nervous as Black Panther lunges at him and the screen just goes black. Did he live? Did he die?
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
You pulled out the OG, the Cartoon
He
Network.
grabs her and hits her down, but she manages to catch herself and start levitating. She's clearly found her zen.
She unlocked in. She Gojo mode.
Love me and it's cool. I've accepted it. Catching the sword and going back in. I like how everyone is fighting.
She alone
right
is
now.
the honored
It's
one.
dope. If I was in this movie, the air would really be catching these hands. No cap. James blocks Cap twice.
I'm not fighting. I would never fight my mom, but if I had to fight my dad, you know, if I was in better shape, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy, little Tubby. If I was in better shape, I think I could take the W. My dad, he's still, he's still pretty active. So it'll be a drawn out fight, but I think I might take that L. I think that's good to say about my dad. That means that I'm gonna have enough, or I am my father's son. I just thought about it. The knees. If I go for his knees, it's up. I just got to go for the knees. But I would never fight my dad either. But if I had to, I'm going for it.
Rolling and
I
throwing.
love you, Dad, if you see this.
To cause it to fall on top of Captain America. But he looks up after, and his mom up there moving like a Decepticon, shooting.
There you go.
His shield.
Forearm.
So he grabs the actual shield, and so when she lands with her sights aimed on him, he's able to throw it at her, cutting off 3 of her arms and launching himself right at her, while Pym continues to show his dad who's daddy, leaving his right and shooting beams up close, putting Giant Man on his butt for what's like the 10th time. So he calls for backup, sending Pixie at Pym, spam blasting him, so James tells Pym to go get Bruce. So he does, but Bruce refuses to turn into the Hulk and help them, and I'm not even surprised. Look at his cut. That's a nigga who don't care about anything, bro. But he doesn't really have a...
So this is where the MCU got its inspiration from. This movie should have been deleted. The minute they finished it, delete it.
choice anymore, because the Pixies start blasting him and he starts getting tight and unleashes the Incredible Hulk. And bro wasted no time, jumping off, blasting Giant Man's head off with one shot. Then
he stay taking L's
like he on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
I'm in danger.
And then he starts getting tickled, so he grabs Black Widow, slamming her on repeat, calling
that ain't even a Broly treatment. That's worse.
Ultron peeps his homies getting dropped like flies, so he flies above and starts cooking the Hulk and lands behind him, grabbing his ear like he about to start talking to him mid-strokes. And whatever he was offering, Bruce wasn't trying to hear all that. That Riz was not gonna work. Fuck I look like? Karen? So he punches Ultron through the ground into the mountain and goes over as Ultron starts slicing up the mountain with lasers. Hulk got 1,000 more muscles than the average person, except in his brain, because he sees Ultron and just jumps on top of him. No strategy, no nothing. And surprise, surprise.
That's his thing, though.
Because the dust settles, and Ultron holding him with one hand, throwing him into the mountain. Hulk is angry and sprints back in, and the Incredible title just keeps whittling more and more. Went from Incredible Hulk to Impressive Hulk, to now the kind of cool, I guess, Hulk, because Ultron is giving him the business.
Good enough Hulk.
Eyes wide.
Sufficient Hulk. And Hulk. Alright, okay, look, he's a person, a big strong person, Hulk. Look, bro, he just another body on the battlefield. Alright, that's body on the battlefield Hulk.
Open, looking back like he just seen something he really liked. We then pan over to Azari versus Black Panther in a tug of war. And to be honest, bro, me talking over this scene just wouldn't do it justice. So I'm gonna just let Lil Bro get this off his chest himself.
You're not the Black Panther.
There you go.
Talk that talk, Azari. I'm not surprised Black Panther's kid is a demon.
Yeah.
Peter stopped fucking with Mary Jane and got with Captain Marvel instead. Bro trying to make sure his son makes the league. Barton then calls
Hey, all I'm saying, I don't know okay, does anybody else remember the DC animated like verse, right? And do y'all remember when heroes would really like turn the tables of a fight? They would yell enough and hit somebody. I believe it was Shazam and Superman at least. And I think Batman did it too back in this time period. Am I the only one who remembers that? Because he just had an enough moment, bruh.
On his dad, shooting both feet and then one into the dome. Hawkeye gets back up, but he out of batteries, so Barton walks over so nonchalant, booming his shits, laying him out, and I'm not surprised he did. Hawkeye wasn't in the original's Ultimate Avengers roster, but he must have been a free agent pickup down the road. Torrin hits a spin move, stabbing Thor, slicing him in half like butter, and James, with the power of his pops, using the actual shield instead of the Payless hologram one, Captain America also cutting him in half. And something I always think about is how graphic deaths like these be, but it's not because it's robots.
Yeah.
Like the Transformers was really ripping off arms and slapping niggas with chopping faces in half. But
stabbing through chests.
And the Hulk is low-key getting beamed, but he kind of tanking that junk. Look like Rihanna out there, getting closer to Ultron, but while he reaches out, we see that it eventually cooked him as he falls to the ground. The kids still think they have a chance. Straight blind faith. Must be Dallas Cowboys fans, because they talking about jump his ass while Ultron just laughing at them and booms them instantly. Him is the first one to get back up, going into his tiny form to fly in there, but he didn't anticipate Ultron's breath smelling like Badussi, because that shit knocks him out, landing on the
Wait. What you been eating for your robotic breath to smell like Badussi? We found that you've been at Diddy parties, Ultron.
Hulk. Azari saw Lil Bro get laid out and decided it was his time to shine, using the move he just used on his pops on Ultron. Shooting off a Kamehameha that Ultron just nonchalantly starts absorbing into himself. All that electricity felt good as hell, like some crack for him. Ain't that right, RDJ? And he fires it right back at Azari, bringing him out.
Nobody's safe from Blank Boy.
Was getting her moment, but that sword did nothing and starts getting choked out. She ends up getting saved because James jumps in there, tripping Ultron with the shield, but starts getting beamed by Ultron's lasers and is straight up cornered with no other choice than to just block.
That nigga Thanos owes me 5. Really talking about I couldn't take over Earth.
All hope is looking lost. Everyone is either laid out or the brink of turning into dust from oldness. So Pym does the only thing he can think of and tries to get the Hulk back up.
Ultron said you a bitch. He said I bet Betty tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. And he said Hulk don't even be smashing shit for real.
Oh, there it is.
Needed to hear.
Hit the smash button.
Head, running and slamming him, and got bro missionary, telling about Hulk don't be smashing shit no more. I'm gonna show you some smashing, nigga. Picking Ultron up, ripping him in half, and that's
pause. I mean, he Ultron shaped like a man, so we just gonna call a pause on that.
No more. I'm gonna show you some smashing, nigga. Picking Ultron up, ripping him in half, and that's GG's. It's over. Hulk goes to get Betty, and they dip off to who knows where, and Ultron is laying there hitting the Peter Griffin, but he's hardwired to put himself back together, so that's what he's doing. So Torrin flies Ultron into space to stop him. MCU Iron Man stole her whole shit, but she's choking and is about to die, and her pops finally saves her and offers her to come to Asgard. And she's like, nah, broski, I made the league, and now you trying to come back in my life? I already Asgard. And is about to die, and her pops finally saves her and offers her.
Like, look, bruh, why y'all make Thor a hoe? Like, being in Asgard this whole time, cool, right? I mean, it's not cool. We just let it live, bro. Let it rock. But then to pull up when all the fighting, at least if he would have pulled up in the final fight, I would have had some more respect. Like, you ain't shit of a father, but I guess as a hero and an opportunist, I'll give you that credit. But you pull up after everything, bro. And y'all know how in the movies, Thor is talking about like the strongest or mightiest Avenger. He had a problem with Hulk doing it. Hulk a little bit of a hoe too, but when it was time to pull up, he definitely transformed, got big green on him. You, on the other hand, you waited till Hulk solved the problem and your daughter, like, I guess, sealed it away to pull up. You could have at least came in at that, but come out of here, bro. You a fraud, bro. Put this man on fraud watch.
Her to come to Asgard, and she's like, nah, broski, I made the league, and now you trying to come back in my life?
Right.
I got a family. Gives him a hug and goes back down in the new fit, and it's happily ever after.
And they never made a sequel to this movie. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know of this movie. Also, this show is getting a sequel, or not a sequel, but there's a new Cyberpunk Edge Runners coming out. I'm very excited about that. Somebody need to. No, I need a video on this, bro. I guess I'm Kevin got one. I might have to check that out. But bruh, this movie is one of them ones that like it was one of the last movies I watched as a kid. You know, like I was like 12 at the time. Yeah, I was 12, about to turn 13. This was one of the last movies. If y'all can figure out my age from that, yeah, I was like 12 at the time. That was one of the last movies I watched as a kid, like kids movies, kids superhero movies from there on. I just really got into the MCU and then, whatever, PG-13 up. But bro, like why were there so many trash adults? Telling me Iron Man wasn't that bad. He was taking care of the kids. You gotta protect the kids, bro. So we give him a pass. Vision was out there trying to put in work. He got dropped though. So I'll give him that. You give him a pass. Hulk, you didn't think at least once to maybe try something? Talk to Tony. Maybe y'all could have built better Iron Avengers. No, you just hid away. Thor, you could have did something, bro. Even if you waited till when the kids got active to get active, like I said before, you would have at least redeemed yourself a little bit. Tony, we got to get back on you because we gave you a pass for not going and jumping in the fight again because you're taking care of the kids. But how you made Ultron? Ultron is a very high-tech supercomputer, but you're Tony fucking Stark. All right, you're Tony Stark. What that means is you're the smartest man, or arguably the smartest man on the planet. Well, technically living, I guess, yeah. You couldn't think of something better than, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make some completely robotic, robots to go fight a super intelligent robot. You gave them base. It's like having my computer right now, right, go against like chat by GPT or whatever, chat GPT. My computer's gonna lose unless it uses chat GPT. Otherwise, it's just so stupid. But you know what? You on Fried Watch too, because I don't think you that smart. Yeah, I'm putting. So right now, all the old Avengers are frauds. That's what it is. That's what it is. Y'all kids had to step up and solidify. Hulk, because you did your thing, we'll take you off, right? You ain't an S tier fraud. You like a C tier. Just because you did drop Ultron in the end, but you also ran away as soon as you did it, bro. You know, bro. Overkill is underrated. You destroy him, and then you destroy him again, and shit. Go ahead, destroy him a third time. But look, Blank Boy, fire video, bro. You took me back down memory lane. It's crazy, bro. I thought I'd probably never see this movie again. It's back of the brain. So I appreciate that, bro. If y'all enjoyed it, go to Blank Boy. Hit them with the goodness. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Lock it in by hitting the bell. That is the goodness. Hit them with it. And if y'all enjoyed my reaction, please do the same for your boy. This is your boy Reggie Wolf. I am signing out. Peace.